rains here. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're going to be trying another delicious Ecuadorian soup. I'm here in my home in Malacatos, Ecuador. We're in the province of Loja, and one soup that all Lojanos know how to make and love to eat is repe. So come on, let's have some repe. Okay, the soup is ready and we're being serenaded by our neighbors who are blaring their music. I think they have a construction site and people are working, and so they have their music blaring. Well, that's life in Ecuador. So here I have repe blanco. Repe blanco is, for the province of Loja, is the most basic of soups. The two main ingredients that cannot be missing in a repe is green plantains and some kind of dairy. It could be milk, cream, or quesillo, which is a fresh farmer's cheese. Now that's the best way to say it. It's a cheese without salt, and it's got a very umami kind of flavor to it. It's really delicious. And so it works for so many things because it doesn't have salt in it. And so it goes in a lot of soups. Okay, so all Lojanos eat repe, love repe. Repe blanco, you even see sometimes in elegant situations. Because it is white, it looks very pretty, and you always have some avocado in it. And here I'm going to put some fresh herbs. Okay, now that gives it some color. That really pops. So both of these soups, I have two soups today. One will have some white bean in it and a little mixture of potato in with the green plantains. But this one is primarily the green plantains, quesillo, cream. What else? They both begin with a refrito, your oil and garlic and onions. And that's really about it as far as spices. Just salt and your herbs. So let's give it a try. Wow, it's surprising how much flavor this has. It really comes from that cheese, that fresh cheese. Very umami, very tart kind of cheesy flavor. Nice, and the fresh herbs really add a lot. I don't know how it could get any creamier. Between the avocado, the cream in it, and that cheese, it's really amazing. Repe is a soup that people of all classes eat. It's something that's available to everyone because most people, even in the countryside, would have cows. They would have milk or cream or their own homemade cheese. So it only really takes two ingredients. If you have more, that's great, but very basic. And soup is like the cornerstone of all meals in Ecuador. They begin their lunches and dinners with soup. So soup is just so important. And so this is a beautiful soup using very common ingredients, very simple, so that no one ever lacks for a good soup. Yes. Now, this is a highly starchy soup, so I would definitely put it with something a little bit lighter, maybe fish and lots of vegetables. And then this would be kind of the really fattening comfort food. This is a comfort food. Something that's very satisfying. On a cool or cold day, this would be very, very warming. Amazing. It's kind of like a potato soup, but wow, that cheese just gives it such a wonderful flavor. And because it's a fresh cheese, the texture is very different. It's not like an aged cheese where everything is stringy. You don't see stringiness. That fresh cheese just melts right into the soup. It's wonderful. I apologize for my neighbor's music, but part of the experience. This is amazing. Very fatty, very starchy. The one good thing I can say about plantains is it has inulin in it, and that is a soluble fiber that is really very good for your intestines. So don't get me wrong, it's high in calorie, very starchy, can really raise your blood sugar, but there are some good things about it. So very filling and satisfying. Now let's try the other. Now, depending on where you are in Ecuador, you might have repes made a little differently. Here in Loja, it's primarily milk, they're fresh cheese, and eating bananas that are still green. That's the type they use. Eating bananas, but they're totally green. In other places, they add in some white bean, but there's never whole beans in it. It's blended, so that it just makes it creamy. Some people might use milk, some people might use cream, just whatever you have. Now this one has a different color. This one's more brownish, yellowish. And so for special occasions, they would have repe blanco, like we just had. It's just prettier, that's all. Let's see how this one tastes. Very different flavor. You know, if you didn't tell me this had bean in it, I wouldn't know. But the bean does give it a very different taste than the repe blanco. This has a little bit of potato in it as well. So this is Ecuadorian comfort food. Very tasty. It in some ways has more taste than the repe blanco, but the taste of that fresh cheese is amazing. It's really amazing. I think I like the repe blanco a little bit better, but either way you go, this is creamy deliciousness. This is comfort food. I don't make quite as many soups as I used to because we live where it's a little bit warmer now. But for a Lojano, for an Ecuadorian, soup is for every day. Soup is how you get a good meal started. This would be good with a nice hot sauce or some green onion on top too, though that's not typical. Okay, to drink, I have horchata. Now, I'm drinking mine iced because I'm where it's warm. Horchata is typically served hot. It is made up of 7 or 8 different herbs. It's made of herbs and flowers. And so it's like the most healthy herbal drink you can drink. No caffeine, it's just amazing. And once it's made and it's room temperature, you squeeze some lemon in it, and then you sweeten it however you want. Now I do mine either unsweetened or with a little bit of stevia. But horchata is pink and beautiful. It works for any occasion. Wow. It's herbal and refreshing, and that color is natural. That's not artificial colors, that's from flowers. I pulled up on the computer what horchata contains, and it has manzanilla, cedrón, menta. Okay, so some of those would be, there's a flower that has kind of like an essence of rose, lemongrass, chamomile, mint, lemon verbena, and then the flowers are what give it its characteristic color. So thanks for being with me today. Thanks for supporting my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a like. We'll see you on the next video.